Okay. Can I walk over here? Yes, I can. Okay. Pick up a phoenix down. Sorry, I'm gonna just move my chair a little bit there. I think we have to go look for them in the forest we've landed ourselves in before we can get back into the ship. Welcome to the evil forest. Doesn't seem so evil with that, you know, frog there and the nice peaceful music, but trust me, things do want to kill us in here. Now this boss here is called Prison Cage. It has nothing to steal, so we're not going to do that. The purpose of this battle is to save Garnet, as well as to introduce a new battle mechanic. You'll see now we have a second gauge beneath our HP bar, or not our HP bar, but our ATB gauge. This is the trance gauge, or the trance bar. When it fills up, we achieve a state known as trance. Unlike limit breaks and other, you know, special powerful skills and stuff like overdrives and I guess desperation attacks, things like that, trance automatically triggers. It does not carry over from one battle to the next, and it replaces one of our options with our special options. Now, Tidal Flame is more powerful, but it'll attack both characters, so we want to just use free energy on the prison cage. Now we want to make sure that after 2 times of it trying to absorb HP from Garnet, that we heal her if necessary, because if we do not and she dies, it'll be game over for us. But we should kill it. And if I'm not mistaken, if you did not steal the Mage Masher, I believe you'll only have free energy. I don't think you'll have the Tidal Flame skill just yet. Obviously, as you can tell from that as well, as you take actions, it doesn't matter whether you use a special skill or not, as long as you take an action of any sort in trance, you will drain that bar by a certain amount. And really, there's no reason not to use them, because once the battle ends, your trance will end. So it doesn't matter if you had a full bar and didn't take any more actions that battle, you will still lose your trance at the end of the battle, because you triggered and you transformed, and then it's that battle only. I don't think they explained it, but your trance bar will gain as you take damage. There are some abilities that you can put on your characters that will increase the rate at which that bar fills, but it's all over the place. So now we have a rematch with Vivi as its unfortunate hostage. Vivi, though, will fight back with black magic. So this time, though, it does have items to steal, a broadsword and a leather wrist. Both we want to try and acquire. The broadsword for Steiner and a leather wrist as, secondary stuff. Again, same concept. We'll see how much damage that does to VV. 24, so he can take one more of those, and then we have to definitely heal him. You can switch your character's turns by pressing triangle. That way, when you have multiple characters with multiple ATB gauges full, you can do that. Again, trying to do things quick is important, because this game functions on sort of like an order. So okay, so there we go. He'll probably use that healing. Probably try to absorb HP from Vivi next. Yeah, that's what I thought. Basically, it might be different under the wait command, but in active ATB systems, things go based on the order that they've been queued up. So you can, the faster you get your turn in, the more chances it is that you'll go before the enemy goes. There's obviously going to be exceptions to that rule, but that's just something to think about when you're holding off on, attacking something or other. And see, this thing really reminds me of, are they called Dakus from Legend of Zelda? The little wood chestnut looking things. And here's another thing, we get AP from this. This is the first time we actually finish a boss battle and we get to see the, what the victory screen looks like. Obviously there's no experience for bosses, never will be throughout the entire game. AP we get 3. We get some, 436 skill, get some dropped items. Okay, so basically we've had a bit of a falling out, or we're on the way towards that. But for now, we can, I know there was something we could pick up in that room. We'll have to go back. But in the meantime, let's see what some ATEs we've got to choose from are. Time to escape. That just goes to show that it seems like Tantalus has been preparing to steal the princess for a good year now. Girl who was left behind. And finally, my little baby. Can I go back up here right away? Okay, there is something... Oh, no, wait, dang it. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I know where it is. Bronze gloves. Which is equipable by Steiner, which we don't quite have in our party just yet. Another wrist. Okay, now we can... The door will let me get out. Okay, I think he is, okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in the room where we had planned the kidnapping. Oh, here's a good point to look at what we have to equip. So as you can see, we won 3 AP from that prison cage battle, and now anything that can learn AP, or anything that we can learn with the Zidane that he has equipped, has all gained the same amount of AP. And once we get Vivi on our team, there'll be some equipment that he can have where we can double up on learning skills. So if more than one equipment teaches the same skill, you'll get that many times of the AP for that particular skill. So if Zidane had 2 items that taught him, say, the flee ability, he would get twice as much. He get the same amount of AP per equipment. If he had, all 5 of his things taught him flee, he'd get 5 times the AP of a battle for that particular skill specifically. Now see, this is nice to have. Beast Killer will give us an added attacking bonus to enemies that quantify as the beast type. But it also teaches Blizzard, so we're going to hold off on that and give that to Vivi when we get him on our team. And we're going to go ahead and put a silk shirt on Zidane, as it'll help reduce some thunder damage. I don't think... Oh, wait. Maybe there's something here. Rubber helm. That's something for Steiner as well. Another leather hat, and we can go talk to Baku. What's our HP? Alright. Okay, I think that that's all we can acquire in this room. I think if we're ready, we'll go take Baku on for, I want to say, the last and final time. Now there are 2 things that we can steal. We can steal a high potion and an iron sword. The iron sword is of course for Steiner. We're going to try to get both. His strategy really hasn't changed all that much. He'll deal some decent damage with some of his attacks, but once we get that iron sword, we'll go all out on the offensive. Oh, damn it. See? I got ahead of myself there. And there's another reason why we want to steal as much as possible, is there's a skill that Zidane will learn where the more thefts and treasure that you've acquired, the stronger the attack. Come on. As you can see, the battle system has quite a delayed reaction between how it chooses when to act and not act. And it might also be, you know, not exactly helped by the fact that the PlayStation 3 tends to run a bit slower because of the emulation. There we go. Now that we've got that, we can go ahead and put the hurt on Baku. As you can see, as we take damage, our transpire does increase. I think one more attack should do it. That's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, I'm GreKaosAngel. If you like the content and want to see more, click the video on the right to see the next episode, or click the video on the left to see the ones you've missed.